What happened to SoLLUMINATI's ex-girlfriend? Shouts out to D Green. Let's see what it's hitting for.
W or L for Trippie Redd? I ain't gonna lie, Trippie Redd, me and Trippie Redd got a history. Then tried to talk to one of my exes. That was funny. Don't say her name in my chat. Ban all this. I ain't trying to get none of them spells put on me again.
What the heliante?
I ain't trying to get none of them spells put
They look like a damn alien. That gotta be a ball cap.
on me again. I had to cleanse for years.
Shout out to D Green with this, man. Hey.
Nigga said he had to cleanse for years.
So if
hey, no cap, man. That don't be no joke, bro. Don't give a bitch all your energy, bro. Do not get energy invested into a girl, bro. Cause man, they'll drain it. They will drain it. It's happened to me twice. Within a 6-month span, I had to say, yeah, fuck that. I'm focusing on myself. No cap.
D Green with this, man. Hey. So if you're late to the party, we already met SoLLUMINATI's current girlfriend, Lily.
Shorty. She one of them ones, no cap.
Point me to the best ass Ida. Tell them.
But before SoLLUMINATI met Lily the goddess, he was with Ash the demon.
They low-key look alike in a way.
Now, ironically, before Ash turned into a full-blown demon, she was actually making spiritual content.
She know what she talk about. I know y'all used to seeing females who just be doing all the extra shit, but this girl know what she talking about.
At first, she was an angel.
My nigga was talking all good about her. You know what I'm saying?
The first girl that SoLLUMINATI has ever collabed with. But throughout their 1.5-year relationship, there were definitely multiple signs that she is not as positive and spiritual as we all think. This bitch was crazy. Imagine getting a full forearm tattoo of a guy's name that you basically just met. She got this tat when they first started dating.
Today's world demands
that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Fast, agile, secure.
You know what's crazy though?
Modern.
I had a girl. The last one I was with was constantly talking about getting names tatted. But then as soon as I ask you to contribute, I say it would be nice if you can contribute. Right? The whole relationship is over. Tragic. Yeah, how you go from that type of, how you go from feeling like that to feeling like that over that? That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta be careful, bro. Gotta be careful.
Got this tat when they first started dating. She was
sell your soul to me and get your name tatted. Get my name tatted, baby.
An emotional and mentally unstable individual. But bro, forget about the tattoo. What about the time that SoLLUMINATI was fake breaking up with her and she was literally about to take her own life? No! In GTA.
Hold on. You ain't just grind all night.
Why you running in the kitchen like that, my nigga? What's in the kitchen for you to do to go in there?
Why did you run in the kitchen?
What's in the kitchen for you to go in there? What's in the...
Nigga, she was finna kill your
He
ass.
was trying to damage her own HP. Do you know how scary it is to be in a relationship?
Bro, this is another reason why you shouldn't just give a girl everything, bro. Especially off the jump, my nigga. I don't know if he was just, you know what I'm saying, just spoiling her and giving her so-called princess treatment like all these hoes want these days. But man, you gotta be careful doing that, bro. Because the moment you decide you're done with her, bro, and you done gave her everything and she's dependent on you, like you're her fucking father. It what's crazy to me, this the type shit she gonna do. But what's crazy to me is these females will say, because you want a woman to cook and clean, they'll say you want her to be your mama. But don't realize whenever you want the man to take care of everything, us as men don't ever say you must want a dad. You know what I'm saying? But they sure like to use that one. You want a mama, you want a daddy, and not the fuck you kind. You know what I'm saying?
With a girl like these. So although breaking up with Ash was a prank at first, it wouldn't take long until SoLLUMINATI made it a reality.
All you have is my clout to offer for these. If you ain't sucking and you have nothing to offer for nobody. Go get a job, you cracking 30.
It was the complete opposite from a healthy breakup. It was tough.
Girls think they could just, all they have to do is be a girl.
Spiritual Ash was no more. Following their breakup, Ash did the most heartless thing you could ever think of. She his biggest op, DDG.
She said your dick was so, and she had told me you broke. Oh,
that's tough. Hey, no cap. That's a tough ass song, bro. I don't even think they beef was that deep for real though. Like, clearly she went to just do that because he left her, bro. So for DDG to even fuck with her is not even really like no flex. You know what I'm saying?
And she had told me you broke. Oh, that's tough.
I would have your father if you knew who your dad was.
Then DDG a long time. What is you taking up for this for? Then you...
Bro, why don't these niggas know I wasn't with that girl at the time she did all that? She had a lot going on, bro. She was like, I was afraid for her own safety.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Afraid for her own safety.
Yes.
What's the context behind that?
What was that? And just to think, SoLLUMINATI thought he met an angel, but he eventually found out that she was a succubus demon.
This is Pod 5.
That's how they be, bro. They'll play you. They'll play you so cold at first, bro. No cap.
Adaptive.
To show you that really
what the heliante?
This over my screen. I rebuke that.
She changed so.
Bro, that nigga gave her a channel, bro. He didn't give her a channel, but her channel had like 100,000 subscribers on it, bro. This be the sad part about females though, bro. Although it wasn't organic, meaning you got it from somebody else, meaning they put you on, like you didn't really work for that, so that's not your fan base, that's his fan base. And all they wanted to see was your ass, just your body, bro. No, nobody cares. You can't build a real career on YouTube for real. Because all they want to see is your ass. All these girls could do is make a OnlyFans. You know why? Because they don't provide no value. That's why that nigga left her ass. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you came around acting like you was this and that, but that's not really you. And it looked like to me, this nigga gained more out the relationship than she did. And one thing, bro, that's been catching my mind lately that I've been thinking about, like, bro, after a relationship, a man will learn from it, whether he was done wrong or not. The man will learn from it and apply it, will apply it to his life. A woman, after the relationship, she stays the same or get worse. Literally, because they don't think they're the problem. They don't see the issues, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't, and then they never grow from it. So they continue to be the same person or worse after. But the man, he go get in the gym. He go and better his life. You know what I'm saying? Get down. Get your ass down. Women, they don't go to the gym after a breakup. They go to the club. They go to another nigga. The nigga go to the gym. Go get some more money. You know what I'm saying? Separate himself from everybody else. Girls don't do that, bro. They get worse.
Oh, I rebuke that. She changed SoLLUMINATI's life.
That nigga became spiritual and some old shit and better his life for the better.
Ever. I'm a soul believer in everything happens for a reason. If SoLLUMINATI never met Ash, there would have never been a spiritual soul. Gazer. If this succubus never entered SoLLUMINATI's life, we may never know. He would have probably still been a bot.
I think Flight could be Zias. Bro, Zias is uncoordinated, bro. He will not last 1v1 against me.
On me.
He took the experience.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That nigga was way different before Shorty, though. For real.
He learned from this relationship and was able to better himself and inspire others to meditate and open their third eye.
Gazer.
That nigga was like more skinnier back then too, wasn't he?
Bro, real ones know he was giving out life-changing game on his Spiritual Soul channel.
And every time people come up missing, the more and more people come up missing, the more they release more chicken sandwiches and shit.
Why? Why this clip, bro?
Now, some of it was a little exaggerated, but if you didn't want to better yourself after watching Spiritual Soul videos, then you're just a hopeless bot. SoLLUMINATI went from King Soul to Spiritual Soul to being in a relationship with a trainer that's helping him better his life every day. And Ash went from spiritual to straight devil. But the big question is, where is she now? And come to find out, this bitch is a...
She be getting around. She be getting around. You know what I'm saying? She be getting around.
Now, and come to find out, this bitch is a full-blown vampire. Ew. No. Literally, bro, she's a vampire. I remember at first, she went by the name OMG Yo Ash, and now she goes by the name Ash Dracula. Like, this video is not to bash Ash. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So you're...
Man, and bro did too much for her, bro, because she was able to go fuck DDG and Trippie Redd. two other famous niggas, bro. Had he have not went viral with her, she would have never been able to have them niggas, bro. Never. She came around. She was probably doing good for herself, bro, when she met him. Like, mentally. That was probably the best she was doing, bro. And then, like, whatever happened with them, you know what I'm saying, just completely, like, fucked her up. You know what I'm saying? It threw her off. She thought she was on the right track in some type of way. Maybe. I don't know. This is just conspiracy at this point. Maybe not. But you see, she got all them tattoos and she doing all this shit after the fact. She had tattoos and shit at first when you know, but she kept getting more and more and it kept getting worse and worse type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like progressively. And
really a vampire now. So do you suck blood or do you suck dick?
Whoa. What are those?
The laptops for the new hires. We need to ship them out.
Ask DDG. And I bet you're wondering what her occupation is. Well, she's definitely not making spiritual content anymore because now she's making OnlyFans content.
she has no option. Nobody is gonna watch your channel to hear what you have to say. You're a woman. You have to provide real fucking game when you open your mouth. And when you do, you can't look good at all because no one is ever going to look at you like that. Like what you say means something. You look too good. Niggas just care about your body. Not even saying she look like all that. I'm just speaking in general. Because she ain't all that really. You know what I'm saying? But that's real, bro.
Mama! Bro, sadly, this is how a lot of girls' careers end up. They try to do something positive, and then they quickly give up, and then just become a full-blown whore on OF.
Well, she started trying to do the little try-on hauls and shit. And see, when SoLLUMINATI came out with her, bro, right? She wasn't looked at like nothing but a piece of meat, for real. It wasn't like he put her on her platform. He was over here doing try-on videos with her type shit. I know he was doing some little freaky shit with her. And so for the audience, that's only going to translate when, like I said, she gained 100,000 subscribers from that nigga. None of those are her audience that she worked for. So that's his audience that's looking at you like a piece of meat. No one cares what the fuck you have to say. Even if it's spiritual. Even the spiritual audience is not going to watch you. Especially at this point. But even his new girl, like, bro, you don't even need to put her in the camera, my nigga. I'm not gonna lie. She official. Yeah, she's official, my nigga. You gotta protect that.
And then just become a full-blown whore on OF.
Help me!
I seen this happen multiple times, bro. Once you sign up for that OF, you're basically signing away your soul.
It's rock bottom.
You officially have no more morals. And they said she was doing everything. The couple collabed on several videos.
And then she went on OnlyFans. I don't know if she's still on OnlyFans. Where's she at? I need to look her up and see what she got going on. But that was a whole hot mess. I remember that she was on OnlyFans. And then I was on Twitter and I saw that was like,
I'm telling you, bro, that nigga SoLLUMINATI fucked her up, bro. She was probably living, you know, because I know she was talking about her past back in the day, like on his channel, whatever, like her family and stuff. Or I can't too much remember, bro. But I'm sure she didn't have the best upbringing, you know. So she was probably doing better at that point in time, bro, when they met, you know, and something just switched, you know, and he was down, she was up. And see, like, she was still like a clout chaser type of girl, you know, and so that's the reason why she, you know, acted the way she acted and pulled that knife and stuff, you know. But I feel like mentally, outside of that, like she was still like somewhat materialistic. That was probably the best version she was. She had game. She was probably worse than that growing up. She had got to that point and then it just completely... She lost it. She had no motivation after that. You know? Cause they was going viral, bro. About y'all remember that nigga was at that little under that bridge at that river or whatever that nigga had went. Forgot exactly what he said. He want to be with another girl or something. I don't know. That shit had went hella viral though. That shit was on World Star, all type of shit.
It was a whole hot mess. I remember that she was on OnlyFans, and then I was on Twitter and I saw they was like leaking her OnlyFans content, and she was like doing it all. At first, I think she started off trying to be tame and only tame as you can get with like, you know, selling your body. She was like, I guess, like posing in lingerie pictures and stuff at first.
That's how it started at first, and then you not making no money. You know, the people that subscribed for the first month ain't subscribing the second month. You gotta go harder. What else are you gonna do? You know, your little booty pics ain't enough. Everybody's posting. Bro, you can see whatever the hell you want to. Who the hell would... Bro, the niggas who's paying for shit, man, y'all niggas is tripping, dog. Y'all niggas is tripping paying for a subscription to a bitch OnlyFans, bro. That shit's gonna die off one day, bro. You know, it's always gonna be some that make it. It's gonna be a very small select few, though, bro. Even it's harder than you actually think for the average girl to hop on OnlyFans and just be and make all this money, bro. It's not exactly that easy, you know, because it is oversaturated to a point. You know, you have to be a little bit different with your shit, you know, but at the same time, it's not hard. But it is though, because I know a bitch that tried to pop out with an OnlyFans. She ended up getting pregnant. What happened to the OnlyFans? It's gone. And it never popped off. Be like that, bro. All you did was embarrass yourself, man. Tragic.
But then she started actually like she was like masturbating and stuff on her OnlyFans, and I think she even flashed her.
No! So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happened to SoLLUMINATI's ex, Ash. She started off spiritual and ended up as a vampire. She could have chose to continue down that spiritual path, and I'm sure by now she would have had a lot of success. All that pain you might have experienced from SoLLUMINATI terminating your contract?
Your contract has expired.
You could have put all that pain into bettering yourself and continue.
Oh, that was the prank video though. That's funny.
Continuing your spiritual
bro,
journey.
Because she thought she had it made, man. All her life was hard, bro. Her life was hard, bro. She went through it, my nigga. She got to a point where she thought she was doing good. She met somebody, you know, that was the best her mental has been. She thought you was gonna be able to provide for everything. She wasn't gonna be able to wasn't gonna have to do much but just be her. And see, a lot of bro, money does not fix personal problems, bro. A lot of y'all niggas is still gonna be fucked up and feeling how y'all feeling, bro, because y'all can't go within and fix those problems, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you was rich today, you're still gonna feel the same way you feel because it's not about the money, man. You have problems that you gotta fix and you gotta work on, man. Straight up, bro. And that's what happened with Ash, man. That's what happened.
Into bettering yourself and continuing your spiritual journey. But nope, you wanted to suck off his enemies and suck their blood.
Suck they fucking semen. Fuck you talking about. Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below, man. This is why you don't give a bitch your all, bro. Especially off the jump. Don't even play with her like you're gonna give her everything. You know what I'm saying? Because man, she'll fuck you over so bad, bro. She'll she'll say she's on birth control. She wants you to nut in her. Whole time she's not on birth control, bro. Happened to my partner, bro. Tragic, man. I swear to goodness, man. Be careful, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below, though, man. It's been real kicking it with y'all, man. TYP the name. I'll get at y'all on the next one. If you made it to the end of this video, you bored, check out this video to the left or check out my music to the right. Just drop some new shit on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. We on the road to 100K, okay? So I need everybody hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a video. I'm gone.